This is a really special day for the three of us, Billy, Eric, and I, as well as I think Fells Point and Baltimore as a whole. This started a couple years ago, actually about 3-4 years ago, and I have two people to thank just initially here is Calliope Parthamos and Colin Talbert, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, who's now head of the BDC. And they approached me and said, hey, you know, we're redoing these markets, and the Caves Valley guys are doing Cross Street. We'd love for you guys to be involved in Broadway Market. And I was like, you know, I'm not sure about that. We got a lot going on in Harbor East. And then I think it was Callie or Colin that was like, well, your grandfather was president of the market for 20 years, and you got to give back to the community. You guys got to do something. You got to get involved, and they need you down there. So we said, okay, we'll do it. So we, Eric and I decided to invest our money down here. And in the meantime, we were also friends with Billy, who operated a crab house up the street. And so at the same time, we gave Billy a call and said, hey, we don't know anything about crabs, so you got to come down here and join this team, teach us how to cook crabs. So Billy came, yeah, exactly. So Billy came down and joined the team. By the way, Billy Circus is 40 years old today. So, embarrass him a little bit. 30 plus 10. But what you see here was incredibly hard to achieve. And I can't tell you how many community association meetings there were. We didn't always have the right support in the city. In fact, our own city councilman for this district was opposing parts of this project. And all I gotta say is I'm very thankful for Jack Young and his administration, as well as Councilman Stokes and Eric Costello, and there's a few others that were supportive of this from the beginning. And when you talk about a project like this, it's almost impossible not to support, and here's the reason why. The reason why is, in this particular project, every single person won. The city won because they're getting great rent out of this project. They redeveloped the North Shed, which sat vacant for 17 years, which now has 11 tenants in it, which are, by the way, packed. It's bustling if you've been up there and seen the North Market. We developed a block down here, which we feel will be an anchor for Fells Point. So if you look around, you know, sometimes in the case of development, the developer wins and the city loses. But in this case, the city wins, the residents of the area win, the developer won, and in addition to that, we provided 200 local jobs for the community. So, you know, I really feel like the entire project was a win for Baltimore City. And so we like to say at Atlas Restaurant Group, City needs it. And every property we create, we try and do something distinct and unique for Baltimore, because really what this is about is changing the city for a positive. And we're going in the right direction. And so we're going to continue in that right direction, and obviously Choptank is part of that direction. So with that being said, I'm gonna hand it over to Mary Young. We're going to open sometime next week, but we are open tonight and tomorrow night after the party for drinks and cocktails to the general public. So if you all have friends and you want to invite them down to party, you're more than welcome to it. And I just looked over and I realized I forgot one person that I need to thank here. And that's somebody who lives in this area, and he's could have gone anywhere in the world to design projects, but he stayed right here in Baltimore, and that's Patrick Sutton. And I can tell you that as much as we work hard in the restaurants, the three of us, it takes the right designer and it takes the right ideas, and it's us putting our ideas with his that creates something like this. So very appreciative of him. Thanks, Patrick. And now I'll hand it over to Mary Young.
Thank you, Alex. Good evening to everyone. Good evening. Isn't this a wonderful place? Yes. Wow. First of all, I just want to thank Alex Smith, Eric Smith, and Bill for, being partners in this venture. Since 1763, the Baltimore Public Markets have been a vital institution serving the citizens of Baltimore. As the oldest continuing public market system in the United States, our legacy continues today, built upon a rich history and continuous innovation to meet the needs of our customers. It was just a few months ago when we gathered at the North Shed to reopen that space. And today we're gathered at the South Shed to cut the ribbon on a brand new seafood restaurant called the Choptank. Today marks the completion of the redevelopment of Broadway Market, leading to a prosperous future for Fells Point and Baltimore. With $8 million of completed capital investment in the North and South Sheds, we're ready to begin the next chapter in our market system long history. Atlas Restaurant Group has done an incredible job bringing unique restaurant and entertainment concept to our thriving city. Furthermore, providing more than 800 local jobs in our community. That's everything combined, all right? We welcome all businesses to Baltimore like Atlas who put community first. Alex, Eric, and Billy will continue to work hard for the city they love, just like their extended families continue to do, the Padarakis and Turkish families. If my good friend and your grandfather and your father, John Padarakis, was here, we would enjoy some crabs together and maybe a cigar afterwards. I couldn't smoke a cigar. Smoked my first one with him and was sick for 2 days. I didn't know you just, and not inhaling. You know, I learned, really learned. With the Maryland staples like steamed crab, oyster, and rockfish, it's sure to be a hit right here at Choptank. Congratulations on the new restaurant, and I can't wait to bring my wife and family down here to have some great seafood. Thank you. Now let's go try some of the delicious food. And again, I want to thank the Smith family, the Padarakis family, and the Turkish family for being great supporters and great friends of mine. And we are so happy when I walked in and I said, oh my God, wow, because I knew what it looked like. And look at it now. And it's going to be a vibrant place for everyone in the city of Baltimore to come and enjoy. So we're going to do our part to make sure that our police patrols are patrolling the neighborhoods and making sure that people feel safe here, and I'm committed to that. I'm joined here today by my deputy chief of staff, Curlin. Raise your hand, Curlin. Jerry Bird, raise your hand, Jerry. And Kenny Park, my administrative assistant. And I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge Councilman Robert Stokes, my colleague, and he happens to be my city councilman. But I'm so excited about this place today. I won't get a chance to taste some of the crabs, but can you send one to Washington? Again, thank you all. And let's give them a hand for the great job they have done. I have one last thing to do. And I expect for it to be hung when I come down here. I want to see it.
I thought we were going to keep the city.
Oh, you want a key too? Okay. I'll give you a key as soon as I finish. I'll give you one of mine. City of Baltimore, Maryland, mayoral salute. On behalf of the citizens of Baltimore, I'm pleased to salute Atlas Restaurant Group in recognition of your ribbon cutting ceremony for the Choptank restaurant located in Baltimore's Fells Point neighborhood. This $4 million renovation, I hope I'm right, converted the South Shed of the Broadway Market into an elevated fish and crab house with outdoor patio. On behalf of the citizens of Baltimore, I commend you for investing in the city and bringing an exciting new eatery to the neighborhood. Congratulations, September 13, 2019, Bernard C. Jack, Young Mayor.